I'm Barbara Tobias. I am here in the Mena Art Gallery with Bridgett Sigler this morning.
How are you today?
I'm fine.
Good.
Bridgett is one of the guest artists who will be in the gallery. You're going to be here the week of
26th, 25th, 26th, that week. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Right.
That week. Those dates are confusing, but anyway, we'll get it straightened out. I'll be here on the right day.
And she will be here from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mm-hmm. And tell us about the kind of art that you do, Bridgett.
I call myself a bead artist, and I use that term very loosely, but since I do produce a product, I guess I am an artist. I work primarily in seed beads, and they're these little tiny bitty beads that make all sorts of things out of. I make jewelry, bracelets, necklaces, earrings, my little acorns. Excuse me, Polk County, it's acorns here, and do other little creative things.
Yeah.
When you work with these little beads and do what I call off-loom weaving, you actually create a fabric. And
So
it's
that
very
was
versatile.
off-loom?
Off-loom weaving, because with a needle and thread and these little beads, you create a fabric, very much as you would with the loom, with yarn or thread or anything else.
And big fabrics.
You could make big fabrics if you wanted to, but the smaller the better.
But no one in their right mind would.
Well, they might. I don't know. I've never attempted that. It takes too many beads. But anyway, I do create pieces of jewelry. For instance, this bracelet. And I kind of like the Southwest look. And living here so close to it, there is a lot of influence of the Southwest.
Yeah.
A lot of cowboys, too. But it's a great starting point to create really fabulous looks. So,
How did you get started in bead weaving?
well, with like most children in kindergarten, I did string the macaroni and brought it home to Mom, and she was thrilled. And I had to put that away for a while because I was seduced by knitting and sewing and other things. But when we sold our home and moved into the RV that we lived in for 4 years, I needed a small hobby. I didn't want to take my sewing machine and all of that stuff, so I thought, oh, beads. And my sister-in-law and nieces showed me some basic stitches, and I thought, oh, sounds like fun. And it was, and I did some very rudimentary learning pieces, and traveling the way we have, I've had the opportunity to stop at bead shops and take lessons along the way, so I'm semi-self-taught with a little help. And it was a great little hobby to take until it turned into a 4-suitcase deal, which took up a little more room than I planned. But anyway, you just need those beads. They're darling. Gotta have them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just like yarn.
I know. The yarn stash keeps growing and expanding.
That's true. That's true.
I particularly like, I believe it's on your business card that says one bead at a time.
And that's how it's done. A needle, thread, a very small needle, thread, and one bead at a time in order to create the pattern. So it may seem tedious, but it does work up pretty quickly once you get rolling.
Yeah.
And I will be teaching different techniques the week that I'm here. I hope some ladies or gentlemen will come and join me. If you wear glasses, it helps to bring them because the little beads are hard to see. I'm nearsighted, so I don't go cross-eyed by the end of the day when I do it. It's very easy for me to see the beads. But
I've wondered about one of those magnifying glasses that hangs around your neck.
you know, I think there are people who use those, but being nearsighted, I work just fine this way. But I would love to teach some ladies some basic techniques because there are many, many techniques, but there are some very basic ones that'll take you a long way.
Well, I'll be in the gallery that week. I think I will
That'll be fun.
sit in on your
Right?
sessions now and then.
If anyone's had experience with any sort of needlecraft, that's a help because you understand tension and manipulating needles and so forth, but that's certainly not necessary because I've even taught my grandchildren how to play with the beads. They search the carpet for me.
That would be a problem because I do tend to drop things from time to
They'll
time.
get away from you now and then.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
And those are very, very tiny
They're
beads.
and there are some smaller ones. I just haven't used them in this particular piece, but yeah, they come very small, and they also come large, and you can weave with any size bead. It doesn't have to be the bitty ones.
That seems to be almost like a fabric.
It is, and that is the beauty of weaving, because truly it does create a fabric, and these beads are made of glass. And so believe it or not, have a lovely structure and body when they're woven together with thread. And it does allow you to create some interesting shapes, and different techniques will give you different sorts of structures. If you needed like something that looked like a chain, or something that looked like a swatch of fabric. I make something like a medicine bag in the Native American cultures that would hold business cards or whatever. If you're at a street fair or something, that you could keep your money and your cards in, and you wear it around your neck. And that very much looks like a fabric, but it is all done in beads.
It's amazing.
And pretty. They're very pretty.
Oh, yes, they are very pretty. I remember a necklace that you had here at the gallery that looked like little leaves.
Yes, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And it's fun to create, because as many colors as there are in nature, you can make a different leaf every day and never make all of them.
I think that's right.
So a lot of fun, and a little challenge to your eye to get some colors and do something a little different every time.
And since this is going to be during July, the photography show will be on display, and that's one of the major shows of the year here at Mena Art Gallery. It attracts very good photographers from all over Arkansas and surrounding states, and the gallery will be absolutely packed with beautiful photography,
so.
as well as beads on one week, and they'll be painting another week, and so there will be lots of things to see this summer.
They're always very exciting here at the gallery. Always very exciting here at the gallery. It's something new to see every time.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Bridgett, for coming in and talking to us.
Well, thank you for inviting me and allowing me to share my bead weaving with the community.
I'm looking forward to learning a little bit more about it.
I hope you'll join us.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.